I'm 39. Thank you, nobody. Thank you. Once. Don't. You had your chance. One sad clap. Like, yeah, all right, sure, whatever. Almost 40. You want to party? Come on. No, I like it, though. People grumble about getting older. I love it, because my whole makeup has changed as a person. You know, like any moment when I was younger, horniness could strike. And now, sadness can. And I love it. Man, my early 20s, I'd be dumbfounded. I'd be like, why am I getting a boner at a funeral? But in my late 30s, I'm like, whoa, why am I crying in Target? Wow. This is exhilarating. Something about this aisle. Wow. We'll never know. You just care about nothing as you get older. You know? My girlfriend uses her vibrator after sex. Yeah. I'm basically the warm-up act for her wand. I'm like, that was a great show. And she's like, who's ready for your headliner? Mr. Hitachi. But it doesn't bother me at all. When I was younger, I used to look at a vibrator like an indictment of my manhood. Now I see one, it's like FEMA showing up for disaster relief. Just like, let me point you to the problem area. It's got a lot of flaps, so I don't know how you do on flaps. 7 or 8 at least. Flap count high. High flap count. I just like saying flaps a lot in that joke. I'm learning more about sex as I get older. Like I learned when my girlfriend has an orgasm, it's got nothing to do with me. 0. Couldn't be any more clear by the way we finish. For me, I look right at her. My eyes are wide open. She does the exact opposite. She closes her eyes and removes herself from the present. Where she goes, nobody knows. Somewhere cold, she's always shivering. That's... I think it's the upside down. Like, I have an orgasm. She conjures one from some other dimension and just wrestles it back to the Milky Way. I always think she's gonna come back and tell me a secret she learned. Like, I'd be like, was it good for you? She's like, oh, I know who killed John Bonet. Yeah, I'm glad you guys laughed at that. Because not every crowd knows who John Bonet is. And then I have to explain her. They're like, who's that? I'm like, a little girl who was murdered. And they're like, is that the joke? I'm like, I guess so. I don't know. It's my first time. I don't have a handle on things. But, you know, I'm trying at work. You know, I'm trying to better myself, work out. I'm not really doing it, but it's a nice thing to say, you know. But no, I asked my girlfriend recently, I was like, what do you find most attractive about me? And her face was like, I don't know what to do here. I thought we were getting along. I know why you're doing this. A nice Saturday cooking, brunch was good. So she just panicked and she just goes, confidence. Right, what a creative way to call me hideous. But I don't just think it's that I'm gross. I think most men are gross. So women, as an evolutionary tool, had to start finding qualities outside the physical hot in guys just to keep our species going. Just staring at men like either I figure out how to get wet off leadership skills or I guess we're all dead, so I don't know. Hey, can you weld? Okay, come inside. Take your shoes off. But, you know, we've been going out for a while. The relationship works because we do different things for each other. Like, primarily, my role is I help her find her phone. Always in her hand, 100% of the time. And in turn, she keeps me alive. That is what... She's like, you gotta drink water. I'm like, I drank it yesterday. She's like, it's an everyday thing, idiot. I'm just too oblivious as a person. I go hours without a single thought in my head. My girlfriend thinks I'm quiet because I'm wise. I'm just looking at colors. She's like, what are you thinking about? I'm like, that's red. That's blue. I'm like, what are you thinking about? She's like, our future. I'm like, is it blue? Because I can help. We'll do it. She's a big feminist. A couple years ago, we went to the Women's March together. Yeah, it was nice. We got into a fight there. That was awesome. It was great. It's what I'd call an away game. And I was there as an ally for women, but now I'm furious at one of them. So it was conflicting. It did affect my chanting. Because I was marching, I was like, yes, all women, but not this bitch. She's being so mean to me. I made her sign. She didn't tell you that?